Hey, good evening, beautiful people. I just wanted to make a real quick video. Um, I've probably had one of the best days I've had. One of the best days I've had this year today. And the day is not even over yet. Man, God, this personal development stuff, this getting better, this working on your character, this how can I be the best version of myself? Stuff that I talk about all the time is real. Let me tell you something. When you practice bringing more value, or let me say it like this, when you practice putting in more work than you get paid for, you will receive it back in return. You will receive it back in return. Because man, I've been putting that into practice for about 3-4 months now. And no, about 4 or 5 months. Yeah, about 4 or 5, in between 4 or 5. And I mean, I'm seeing the return. Like, my life is changing dramatically. Things are happening fast for me. You know, like I just had I just had an awesome day today so far. And I mean, all this stuff working on you is real. I mean, you get being a good person, practicing being a good person on a daily basis. If you make that your study, just when you go to your regular job, it can open up so much more for you. Like, I've been putting it into practice, and I wasn't taking it as seriously as I should have when I first started. But after about 2 or 3 weeks into it, I'm like, okay, I'm not giving it enough. So I start giving it more. I start giving it what I thought should be given, and then try to give a little more than that. And just amazing things just happen, man. You feel good. Your days are better. Even when stuff is horrible, you can easily get through it because you've put yourself on such a high frequency from being positive, being optimistic, and providing more value than what you get paid for. Um, that even when you have a bad day, it's a high low, you know. And oh, sorry for my attire, by the way. I'm getting ready to hit this track up, get my fitness on. And it's just a good feeling to be able to go through your day and be somewhere where you're normally at, like your daily routine, and just have the feeling that I know I'm valued. I know people appreciate me being around, and and I try to touch people everywhere I go. I try to touch people with my words, with my kindness, with my good energy. I do my best to remember to practice it. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes to just put that good energy out into the universe, and I promise you, you will get it back in return. Like, and I got sent home from Amazon today, and and it was all because I didn't get off until 10 o'clock last night, uh, which means I didn't get to the house till 11. But I got sent home because I gave out good energy regardless. Some things happened. I had a horrible day yesterday at work. I mean, at Amazon, and I didn't let it get me down. I didn't let it get me down. It got me down. I admit it was getting to me in the beginning, how my day started, because it was really jacked up. But I didn't let anger attack my good character. I battled through it. I got over it. I got it out of my mind. I battled through it pretty much. And then boom, the universe tested me again. I had somebody else's packages, and which had an extra like 30 packages. I think, yeah, I had like extra 30 packages, which was what ultimately led me to work till 10 o'clock. Because it got dark and it got slower, and then I had to load up and reset, and you got to do different things whenever you have somebody else's packages because they have to be delivered. And I stayed optimistic. I stayed in a good mood. I didn't get pissed off. I didn't yell. I didn't curse negatively. I didn't do any of that. And I just stayed in good spirits all day. Even when I got back to my dispatcher, and I got back and it was 10 o'clock, and I was like the second to the last person there. And I got back and I just I just stayed optimistic and stayed in a good mood about everything. And I mean, it paid off because she was trying to do me a favor today. I got home because it backfired. I mean, I got off because it backfired. But she was trying to help me out because she knew what kind of day I had the day before. And so we had, a nice long talk, and it was nothing but good energy. We talked about Amazon, we talked about other things. And it was just a good day. And everybody I came across, I made sure to give away that energy, that good energy to them, even if it's just as little as have a nice day, have an awesome day, have a good day, how are you? When you walk into a room and people say, when you walk into a business and they say, good evening, how are you? I say, I'm great. I return that good energy back to them. Whether they meant it or not, I return it back to them because you only feel as good as you make yourself feel good. So, because you control that, nobody else. You can let other people control it, but you control that, nobody else. And I'm having so much more success in my life now that I have been practicing these silly. When you first start doing them, they're silly, like these positive things, and controlling the conversation with yourself, and putting into your mind what you want to get out of it, putting into your day what you want to get out of it, putting into your life what you want to get out of it. It's truly helping me. Like, I have done so much more in such a short amount of time that I normally would, because I'm now watching, I'm now paying attention, I'm now, a lot more. I've built up a lot more self-awareness than I had in the past 3 years of being in business for myself, and just as a person in general, But I just wanted to pass on some good energy to you guys today, and it's just like, well, somebody kind of asked me, like, why do you do it? Why do you, why? Why are you doing Amazon and MCA and any kind of marketing online? Why not? That's the question. Like, you owe it to yourself to have the best life that you want possible. You owe it to yourself to have the best life for your family as possible, and for yourself. Some people like to sacrifice themselves for the sake of their family. I don't think that's right. I think you shouldn't do that. I think you should find the best for yourself and your family. Some parents like to sacrifice their life for their kids, and I don't think that's right either. I think you should sacrifice yourself for yourself. So for you first, and then for everybody else. I used to have the naive moral that how can I word it? I'll take care of you if you take care of me. Well, now I'm like, I'll take care of me for you if you will take care of you for me. That's more how I look at things now, especially when I deal. That's how I look at myself. If I take care of me, the quality of your life has to change, especially if you stay involved with me and you're not just a horrible person with a horrible attitude that just really doesn't want to change. But why is why I do? I mean, it feels good. Basically, it feels good, and I'm doing nothing but character building, like I said, becoming the best version of myself. Is something that I have truly become obsessed with, and pushing others to do the same. I probably shouldn't have that obsession as much, but I kind of do, and I do it subliminally because I won't tell you, hey, you should go out and be the best version of yourself. I'll do it by example, and I'll push my energy off on you, whoever I'm around, and it usually rubs off on them. You usually, and that's back to providing more value than what you get paid for. Doing more work than what you get paid for. You always get it in return. I'm one of the newest guys. Matter of fact, I'm still among the newest. There's only one guy that's been hired since I've been hired on at Amazon, and a lot of times they send guys home because routes are unavailable or because Amazon cuts routes sometimes. Um, and the first 3 weeks I got sent home. I wasn't tripping because I got MCA and I market that, but I noticed that trend, like, and it was nothing against me. I was just one of the new guys, and so if somebody has gone, in that case, it was predicated on being new. And what I did was I started paying attention. I made myself more versatile. Like I can do a bulk route. And most people don't want to do bulk routes. So the way I stand out is to do what everybody else doesn't want to do. That's how I become more successful. You know, um, I keep good energy around my dispatcher because that's who controls your money. I know that just from being a truck driver, CDL. Um, that good energy and just being a good person, like I got sent home when I first got there. I didn't leave until 10 o'clock. I helped everybody else get loaded before I left. Because we load our trucks. With the bags. I helped my dispatcher. And just providing that much value on a daily basis yesterday was kind of like the icing on the cake after having a day I had yesterday, coming in and then knowing that my dispatcher tried to help me out by giving me an easy day, but like I said, it backfired, so I don't get this at home, which is okay because I got some work done on the computer. So it's a win-win. And I told her that also. um we were waiting on a guy to get our crew in, and it was one guy we was waiting on, and I'm like, I'm gonna go help him. She was like, nah, I'm not gonna help. But me taking control of the situation, I don't worry about what I can't control. I worry about what I can. What I could do, yeah, I couldn't tell him to hurry up and go, but what I could do was go help him, and I went and helped him. And she was looking like, like I said, she was like, I wouldn't go. You being too nice, and I'm like, nah. That's called everybody wins because I help him makes me feel good, which makes him feel good, which gets him out the way, which gets our people in faster. So it's all a that was all a chain reaction of just straight up just good energy and positive energy. That's all that was. Just by me having that attitude, and I caught myself, and I did it automatically. So that means that everything that I'm doing, as far as the affirmations and the getting better and focusing on how can I provide more value than I get paid for on a daily basis, just as a person, it's working out for me. It's working out for me. And, like I said, back to why not? You owe it to yourself. It's your life and you only get one. You might as well, get what you want out of it because you only get one. You know what I'm saying? And life sucks anyway. Since life sucks anyway, life is going to be hard anyway. Your life doesn't have to suck. I take that back. But life is hard regardless. You might as well, if you're going to lose in life, because you're going to lose, because life is both positives and negatives. And if you're going to lose anyway, you might as well lose at doing what you want to be doing instead of losing at something that you don't want to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just as simple as that. You only get one life, and so I say go out into the world, stay optimistic, stay positive. You only get out of life what you put into it. If you don't put much into your life, then you won't get much out. If you ever, I can take care of me and that's all I need to do mentality, then you'll be by yourself forever. Or you'll never have nobody that'll have your back because you don't want to have anybody else's back because you say, I'm only worried about me. You only get out what you put in. Simple as that, I now try to help everybody at every turn because I know I'm going to get it back. Like I worked today, even though she was like, gotta send you home because the plan backfired. And she tried finding, something for me to do. But I took it upon myself to help, Like I said, I don't worry about what I can't have. I don't worry about what I don't have any control over. I worry about what I do. So what I did was I helped everybody else get out of the shop. You know, help everybody else load their trucks up. I helped everybody else do something. You know, I didn't just stand around there like, hey, I just got to sit home, you know, with my head down. Yeah, I don't get to work today. They cut the routes and this happened and yeah, she tried. But nah, I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I said, what can I do? Help everybody else around me in any way possible. What do I have control over? You know, and one of my boys, I'm pretty cool with him. His name is Ray. He was like, man, why go get a time sheet. You been here, it's 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 or 3 hours you can get on your check. You know, and for me, it's not about the money because I know I'm putting out, I'm giving out, good energy and good vibes, and I'm helping, so I'll get it back. It may not be from Amazon, but I'll get it back. It might be through my business. It might be through a different opportunity. Something I may come through an unpassable opportunity that it's once in a lifetime type of thing, just because I did that. You know what I'm saying? Or something could happen where it helps a little bit, or I meet up with the right person that takes me to the next level in my life. You just never know. But like I said, I'm gonna get that back. So I'm not tripping. Off 2 or 3 hours on a paycheck where I don't, where I don't make much money anyway. I don't get rich off of Amazon. That's not the whole point of me being there anyway, was to get rich or make money. But just wanted to send out a good message, good positive MCA, character building, personal development message. Because y'all all know my channel is not all straight MCA. Some MCA marketers are just MCA and that's it. That to me, that's kind of boring. So, I like to give y'all a little bit of insights on my life, and y'all that's been following me know that I'm doing this this challenge of working on making a living while designing your life. Making a living while working on your million. Y'all know I'm going through that journey right now. And one of the newest of my goals is to make twice as much with MCA than I do with Amazon. And once I do that, then I can chunk the deuce to Amazon. So, and I'll make a video on that day too. So good energy, good vibes. One more day of Amazon, and I'll be off for my 4 days. I should be dropping another video with y'all. I'm still working on the new site, still working on getting everything set up. So I'll be back with y'all. Good energy, good vibes. Think, change, grow. Go get better. Go to work. Don't think. Don't ponder. Don't strategize. Take massive action. I love y'all. See y'all later.